man? The only way to the title is through me.
Hi, everybody. Scheduled to go the full 10 if we get that far. Round one underway. Pulls the trigger right away after getting tagged himself. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. We know what Pacquiao wants to do and what he offers. What he clearly wants to do is stay on the outside.
Yeah, the key is for Manny, not whether or not he can get inside, but whether or not he takes damage trying to get in. He's got to get in a smart, effective way.
Nice work on the right hand by Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao's punch didn't come close. That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Manny Pacquiao. Augustus's inability to really step on that gas pedal a bit and just be a little more offensive-minded is really catching up with him. That last round was unimpressive.
It's just not his temperament, and you know what? I'm afraid it's not going to change right now. It's kind of like being in a room, being in a party with somebody, and you say, hey, come on, talk a little bit more. You know, everybody else is talking. It's just not his way. He's not a talker. This guy is not a busy fighter.
Not able to connect with the uppercut. Stabbing. How about that left right there? Well-targeted two-punch combo by Manny Pacquiao. Well, he may be in bad shape, but all of a sudden, he's able to avoid punches and survive.
You know, boxing is a funny business. It's a metaphor for life. You know, sometimes you have somebody outside and they don't say what they want to say. They have to have a drink, a little alcohol to start saying the things that are on their mind. Sometimes a fight is no different. You know, he gets hurt, and now all of a sudden all his inhibitions are gone, and now he's doing all the things he's supposed to do because he's not thinking about anything except the things.
Manny Pacquiao shook up there, Teddy. What a turn of events. Just moments ago, he was the one doing the damage.
No other sport shows retribution right in front of you so quickly, so impactfully.
Doubling up the jab by Manny Pacquiao. He just missed that shot up top. What power from that left hand of Pacquiao. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Manny Pacquiao. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Good looking right hand after he got hit. Augustus is doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. And there's the left hand working well for him again. Pacquiao's up around here after 3 rounds on Teddy's scorecard, but really nobody has distinguished themselves to any great amount so far.
Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
A well-timed right hand by Emmanuel Augustus. Halfway through round number 4.
Keep moving.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Right to the body. He brings an uppercut that really does damage there. Hits him in the mug with the right. Solid left hand to the head. Good combination to the head. And round 4 comes to an end. Augustus' ability to get to his opponent worked out well there. He damaged him in that round. Scores up top with a left. Turned that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect. Well timed by Manny Pacquiao. He took a step back, landed the counterpunch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
Pacquiao's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. Halfway through this round, Manny Pacquiao's damaged by a right hand. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Augustus is giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. Really fun-looking fight so halfway, Mark. Teddy, your impressions as to what we're going to see in the second half of this fight?
More of the same. I don't think these fighters know how to do anything, at least tonight. They came here with this mentality, and you know what? You can't really change gears at this point. You're going to see more of the same.
Double up your punch. Come on now, champ. Good job.
Blocks the headshot. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao showing a great ability to adjust. He was stunned earlier, but you can see he has changed things up stylistically.
Hey, look, Joe, I was watching a football game in my room this afternoon, and you know what? The team was running the ball. All of a sudden, the run was taken away, so they started passing. I give him credit. You know, he's making an adjustment. He's trying to win the ball game. Well, he's trying to win this fight.
Why is his opponent struggling so much here? Why can he not land a clean headshot?
Well, one reason is his opponent is moving his head. He's doing a good job of being elusive, but there's no change. He's just throwing straight, naked punches at him. He needs to make a little adjustment, a little adaptation. He needs to feint a little bit, get a false movement, get him out of position, get him off balance, and then time him a little bit. He keeps just throwing at him. He's going to keep doing what he's doing. Move air around.
Away from those punches. Move your head.
He said he was going to do it from the outside, and now he has. He just got to his man. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. He goes down thanks to a swarming attack. He got caught up in a mixer blade there.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Augustus is back up on his feet. What will he look like in the next few moments of this fight? That's the big question.
Watch that.
Pacquiao is almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly. Super two-punch combo by Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao's left now getting into the mix. Lands the counter. Got to try to do better than that. He missed with that hook. 10 seconds to go in the 7th. We have heard in the lead up to this fight that he had one of the best training camps he's ever had. Now that we're starting round 8 and we've seen a good sample of his work, I think it's proven true.
Yeah, well, his conditioning is showing you that, but I'm seeing other dimensions too. You're seeing that he's not taking a deep breath now. Look at him. He's got his mouth closed, and here we are at this point in the fight. But also, he's doing all the right things. He was prepared. Prepared for the jab, prepared for all the things he was going to see tonight.
Well off the mark by Manny Pacquiao. How about that hook by Manny Pacquiao? And out of nowhere, things can turn like that, Teddy. Everything was looking good, and now it's looking bad for him.
Well, that's exactly why, because nothing was coming at him. His opponent wasn't throwing back. He got a little lax, and he paid a price.
Pacquiao steadies the ship here now. Boy, he was hurt, but right now, back to what he's used to being.
Yeah, but he better be careful about what he was used to being, because that's what got him in trouble, being a little too offensive-minded, getting a little greedy.
Combination to the head. Augustus' defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. So he puts forth another punishing display. Manny Pacquiao's dominating this fight from start to finish, and the end is getting near.
Yeah, and his opponent's looking like he's got Everlast written on his forehead. I mean, he looks like a bag.
I'm wondering what the opposing corner's going to do here. They got to their man earlier. They were able to rock him. And really, nothing's changed. He's showing them the same exact look, the same exact style that he came here with.
Well, first of all, the opponent should keep doing what he's doing. You know, you're landing, you found something that's working, stay with it until he changes.
90 seconds into the 9th round. A headshot blocked.
Let's see some spits. Come on now.
No, his opponent got away from that uppercut. Good counter by Augustus.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Final chance, last 10 seconds of round 9. 1, 2 jabs up top. That last round really damaged him. Augustus's face does not look good at all. You can see his corner trying to tend to him.
Yeah, they're tending to him a little too late. What about in the gym? What about in training camp where you got to teach a guy, move your head. Don't get caught so you won't look that way. Maybe they didn't do their job.
Pacquiao's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination?
Jump on it right now. That's it.
Halfway through this 10th and final round. Unable to score with the uppercut that time. See what happens when he commits to the uppercut. Look at that. Great work there. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck. Solid. He goes down in the later stages of this round. He's going to try to survive it. Well, you should lose your judge's license if you have it any other way but the obvious here, Teddy.
Yeah, if they do that, I want to put those guys on a poster, a wanted poster, but you don't want them.
Here's a good evening. I'm Joe. Opening. Of this 10-round fight. Nice block by Emmanuel Augustus. Pacquiao's left working well that time.
Teddy, if I put 2 fighters in front of you and said you can train, both of these guys have equal talent, but you can train the lefty or you can train the righty, who would you pick?
Well, usually the lefty has a little advantage because you haven't seen them too often. And that's always going to be something that's going to really serve them a little bit. But they might not have an advantage in the business end of it.
Emmanuel, a big shot. Oh, and he goes down after that punch.
and it's been long overdue. He's been leaving an opening all night.
Augustus is back up, but is he back in the fight?
We're going to find out in a second whether or not he moves his head. Now, if he just stands there straight and you're the trainer, you better get up on those steps and stop it. He's not right.
Nice strike after catching one by Emmanuel Augustus. Nice solid left hand scored by Manny Pacquiao. Not precise at all by Emmanuel Augustus. So he scores a knockdown in the last round. Now he gets to settle down and gather himself a bit. Do you go after it? Do you get super aggressive here having had your man hurt? Or do you still have to employ a certain amount of caution?
Kind of like being at the carnival, you know, you just hit the bullseye and you got that big stuffed animal you can give to your wife or your girlfriend. But now he doesn't want you to go away with that.
Oh, no.
No. He tells you, wait a minute, try again. You could trade that in for something even bigger, but you might lose the one you have already. That's the question.
Oh, he just ate a big uppercut right there. He had no idea it was coming his way. He does not look good at all. Well, that's the classic wet noodle foundation right there. He's on wobbly legs.
Yeah, and it's not al dente. It's really wet noodles.
That is my favorite punch there is. A forceful uppercut by Augustus. Emmanuel Augustus is probably feeling like he just found the answer there, Teddy. He was able to stun his man. Now, I'm wondering if he keeps at it like that, if he can score a knockdown here.
Well, right now it's up to his opponent to make an adjustment. He doesn't make an adjustment, knockout's coming. Or he's a knockdown.
I want to throw this out there with Manny Pacquiao because we've seen it improve through the years. Get your reaction. His right hook.
Yeah, you know, first Manny, when he first came, it's kind of like the first George Foreman. You know, the first George Foreman, he wasn't Metley the strongest guy. The second George Foreman, he wasn't as good. He was better overall because Metley was tough. He was more together. And the first Manny was all left hand. You know, southpaw, that's his power hand. Now he uses that right hand. He jabs with it. He hooks off it. He counters with it. He has so many.
There it is! And he crashes to the canvas once again. He's gotten up before. What about this time?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Augustus's corner needs to really get to their man after this round. They need to treat him after that knockdown. They also need to give him some sound advice. What's the advice you give him?
Well, first of all, if they're going to get the chance to get to him, he better move his head. But the advice I would give him is, hey, you go out this next round and you kill some time. Tie him up a little bit right from the beginning. Don't worry about losing the early part of the fight or the early part of the round. Just get yourself back together.
Pacquiao's ahead on Teddy's scorecard as we take a peek at those scores for the first time here today. Round number 4 just underway. After 3 rounds, he finds himself up just a round. Nothing really to pull away early on. Augustus is sticking to his game plan, regardless of the fact that he's been down in this fight.
Yeah, and one threat you could compliment him for, Joe. You could say he understands who he is. He understands his identity. He's going to win or lose with that. But on the other hand, there are some changes he has to be aware of.
You know, Pacquiao has improved through the years as a defensive fighter. He's got great speed and movement, but also much more sound defensively. Blocks away that headshot. Pacquiao's making this so that it's becoming a very frustrating night for his opponent. I mean, when your defense is that sharp, it can just drive your opponent crazy.
Yeah, it can. First of all, it can start to break down. You know, we always look at the physical things in life and anything. You know, you're pounding a guy and you're going to break the guy down. Hey, if you're just smart, you're slick like this guy, and you're making a guy miss, you start to break him down. He's breaking the guy down that way.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Good smooth work by Manny Pacquiao. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
Targeting that jab with the right hand behind it. Emmanuel Augustus with a big left hand.
Double up your punch.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs.
Tight. He's tight. Jump on him. Nice. Focus. Focus. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Accurate shot. Straight right hand comes in. Took a go of it to the body, but came up empty.
Oh, get your feet.
Scored well upstairs with the right hand. The start of the 6th round. Augustus is coming out here at the start of this round, knowing that the first half of this fight clearly has him out way in front on the scorecards.
Yeah, you know, sometimes guys don't do good when they're way out in front because they start letting up a little bit. They start taking things for granted. That is probably the only thing that can be an enemy of him right now.
I like this kind of defense, Teddy. I like this kind of guy that just says, go ahead. Think you can try to hit me up top. You can't. Great movement.
Very good movement, very good vision. He sees everything. To do this, you have to be...
Manny Pacquiao's dazed after that punch. Hey, I know he's not in great shape, but he's doing a very good job now all of a sudden of defending himself.
Nice.
You can tell now that Pacquiao's foundation survived that earthquake.
Yeah, now you're going to find out whether the upper floors have been scattered a little bit, whether they're okay. Does he continue to be aggressive like he's been early?
Final 10 seconds of the 6th round. Emmanuel Augustus is looking really good after that round. Teddy, I think it's a good fight. I think it's a close fight, but I believe it's a fight that he's winning.
Yeah, it's the kind of fight, though, that you can't afford to let up at all, or do what you just said. Think that you're winning. He can't really think that way. He's got to think that he's got to take one round at a time. The rest of the rounds, he's got to win each one of them.
How about that left hand? Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Emmanuel Augustus. That's a big uppercut that just crashed home. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut.
Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
And the round comes to an end.
All right. You are dominating this fight.
So here we are, Teddy, at the start of round number 8. You got him up slightly, but this reminds me of like a classic distance, like the Kentucky Derby. Can they get the distance? Can they have something left in the stretch run? That's when it's going to be decided who can close best.
Yeah, mostly the jockey now, he's not going to hand ride him. He's going to go to that whip because he's not going to take a chance that the other horses aren't going to climb on him, aren't going to game on him.
What a big shot. Augustus is down, and he may be out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's it. It's over. Fight is over. Pacquiao's opponent is floored. A knockout victory. Boy, was that impressive. Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to Boardwalk Hall. And the first round underway in this scheduled 10-rounder. How effective can the style of fight, the pace of the fight, it being a busy fight, be for the high stamina fighter?
Well, that's everything. What's the sense of being high and dry?
Oh, and there you go. There he goes. He goes down. Hi, everybody. I'm Joe. 10 rounds slated in the books tonight. Here's the first. Nice combination. Jab, uppercut to the head.
Well, it's very easy to see here. You have one fighter who has a distinct advantage in terms of the reach. What do you have to do when you're fighting a guy who you know can bring that long arm out and get there before you can?
So there's two ways to deal with a taller fighter. One is the traditional way. Just tuck up, get a good defense, and make sure you start working your way in. Slip the punch, take that height advantage away. Bring your legs. The other is to step out, believe it or not. Elicit the taller guy to give up his height. Make him come to you.
Last 10 seconds of this first round. Round comes to an end. And it just boggles the mind time and time. We sit here ringside and we watch guys who waste time. They're out there just going through the motions, not firing off punches.
Hey, if you don't move your hands, you don't throw punches, it's hard to win rounds.
Emmanuel Augustus is nailed by a huge uppercut. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Augustus. Good block.
There's no need to be on the inside, champ. Come on, keep your hands up. Keep your hands up.
Pacquiao's left landing well. Manny Pacquiao's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. That's a well-scored left hand by Manny Pacquiao. And we come to the end of round number 2. Augustus's effectiveness really damaged his opponent in that last round. Not able to land the headshot. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Augustus.
Unload! Unload! More punches!
Emmanuel Augustus is jacked up by an uppercut. Off to the side. Pacquiao's crushed by a big left hand. Teddy, explain this to me. Hey, this fighter was just staggered and stunned. Now all of a sudden he's defending beautifully.
Yeah, because he's on instinct now. Before he was thinking, he was overthinking. That happens out in life in a lot of places. And now he's not. Now just naturally, instinctively, survival mode is there. He's doing all the things, Joe, that he was taught in the gym. Things he couldn't do before because he was worried about doing them. He had too many things clogging his head.
Up top with the right hand.
How you doing? Keep your hands up.
Well, if things continue like this is going to be an interesting stretch run of this fight. Beginning of round number 4. Teddy, he's not jabbing now. Manny Pacquiao's clearly affected by that. Pacquiao affected there, and he's looking to hold on.
And he needs to hold on now just to clear those cobwebs.
Well, that was a bad moment for Manny Pacquiao, but now he looks to have settled in.
Yeah, but we're going to find out now if he's the same aggressive Pacquiao that he's been and that he needs to be.
1, 2. 1, 2.
Little head knocking with that right hand. Emmanuel Augustus is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. He has his target. He lands the straight right. And just grabbing onto his opponent. Big uppercut from Augustus.
Finish with the hook. Finish with the
What a
hook.
great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Manny Pacquiao. Augustus's corner knows that their fighter still has much more to do. You cannot just sit back and be content on the stool, securing a lead. You have to go out and earn a win.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Good job on the two-punch combo by Emmanuel Augustus. Augustus's punch is far off the target. Boy, some of the old school guys would really appreciate this, wouldn't they, Teddy? Just great. He gets to him with an uppercut. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Pacquiao goes down. Nice job by his opponent hitting him with that power shot.
1,
You know, you can see it in Pacquiao's eyes. He's unaffected by that knockdown. He wants more of this fight. That worked out well, that hook from Augustus. Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Emmanuel Augustus.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
The start of the 6th round. Emmanuel Augustus is going to try to keep things going in this direction. He has dominated the action all night long. Fine work with the left hand. He landed well by Manny Pacquiao. Oh, he just misses with that headshot.
Hook off the jab.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Excellent hook by Emmanuel Augustus. Did you see that? Remember earlier, he was on the canvas. Now he's looking down on his opponent.
And we thought it was a bad thing earlier for him. It turned out to be a bad thing for his opponent because he got careless here.
Pacquiao with a good block there. Oh boy, he is stunned badly. He is staggered and hurt and could go down. Teddy, what do you got to be yelling for encouragement if you're the corner?
Well, if it was a baseball game, I'd be yelling for rain. Right now, I want this stopped. But what he has to really get is a way to clinch.
Manny Pacquiao blocks that punch. Look at the accuracy with that hook upstairs. And round 6 comes to an end. Augustus's plan that his corner put forth throughout all training camp was exactly what we're seeing here. Fighting from the outside, scoring at will. His opponent, they haven't solved it. He is damaged badly there. Look at that. He goes down again, does Manny Pacquiao. You gotta wonder if this could be over.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Pacquiao's back up on his feet. Now, what will be interesting to see here is how he reacts in the next few moments. That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Manny Pacquiao. A hammering hook to the head by Augustus. Nice work, the left hand to the head.
Stay on the outside. Left, right. Stay away from those.
Manny Pacquiao's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. To the head he goes and lands well with the right hand left hook combo. Nice block by Manny Pacquiao. And all of a sudden the tables turn. Solid. Oh, this is going to be close. He may be able to survive the round, but he has gone down now. This is anybody's fight. Here we are, the start of round number 8. Teddy, you've got him up slightly, but I don't know. I'm watching this fight, and I think at any moment it could turn. And yet another big shot comes in. Wow, he goes down again.
This is going to be called the elevator fight. Up and down all night.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Hard to prepare for a situation like this, but many do. He's been down, now he's got to survive.
So that's where you're wrong. It's not hard to prepare. It's a must to prepare. If you're a trainer, that's what you do in the gym. You teach a guy, if you're in this situation, this is what you do. You grab on, you move your head.
Big shot he just scored with. He goes down, and he doesn't look good at all. Manny Pacquiao's going to need a minor miracle to survive this.
He's going to need a great will and desire to survive it.
4, 5, 6.
The ref stops the fight. Augustus's hand to be raised in victory. He scores the knockout here tonight. I like the way he finished things tonight, Teddy. Emmanuel Augustus is your winner by knockout in a fight. number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. That was really well done. Targeting the jab and then thundering home with the uppercut. Good shot to the head with that right hand. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Holt's opponent landing an effective counterpunch right there. Teddy, southpaw versus orthodox fighter. So many times we've heard how useful the right hand can be in this matchup.
Yeah, usually trainers love to tell orthodox fighters against the southpaw that the right hand is the Dragon Slayer.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Carlos Monzon. Halfway through this round here. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark.
Side to side.
A little head hunting right back to it. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with this counterpunching.
Up and down, side to side.
And now the right hand lands because of the work done by the jab. Carlos Monzon's blocking ability is doing well for him there. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Final 10 seconds of round number one. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. And that's the end of round one. He can't see out of that eye, Teddy. It is swollen shut, and now the ref is taking a look.
And he should be taking a look, and I think he's going to bring the doctor up pretty soon to look at it himself.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. And he ties up on the inside. Holt's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best.
Side to side.
Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Took a shot. Now he gives a left. Good job. It was sudden. It was fast. It was direct by Holtz. Holtz putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. I suppose if you're his opponent, you just keep doing what you're doing. Keep going after it. That cut is there for a reason. Why change anything?
If you're the guy who caused the cut, yeah, the first thing you think, Joe, is you keep going after it, but you don't want to get carried away either. You don't want to go head hunting to the point where maybe he makes an adjustment and you should be going downstairs to the body, but you're seeing that blood, you're seeing that red flag there, and you keep going upstairs when maybe you should be going downstairs visiting that body a little.
Monzon's cut does not look good at all. I get the sense that the referee could stop this fight at any moment.
So the key is where it is. The doctor will take that into mind. Is it in a place where if it gets worse, it could imperil his health? It could imperil his vision down the road.
Solid shot. The left hand came in. Holtz combination, and banging away he goes. He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And that's the end of round two. You know, Teddy, I'm looking at that cut as he's in the corner now, and it doesn't look good at all. Do you think he thinks he has to go out there and try to end this fight?
Not only does he think it, I think he's right. I think that he probably has very little time left before the referee or the doctor's going to stop this. And he needs to be thinking that way if he's not.
Comes right back with some offense of his own. Holtz able to land a good, solid left hand.
Hey, you gotta see that coming. Now let's go.
Carlos Monzon's tying up more now after being knocked down.
And that's what you expect. He's trying to buy a little time. He's not worried about winning this round right now. He just wants to get himself right so he can win other rounds. And he can be around for other rounds.
He got caught by that right hand. He never saw it coming. He may be looking to clinch here. No, he missed that right. And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. Comes right back at him with a left hand. He missed with that headshot. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Carlos Monzon. Teddy, among the things that we should be looking for early is which fighter can show a wide array of an offense.
Yeah, you don't want to always be coming in that front door all the time. You want to come in the side door every once in a while. You know, sometimes you want to maybe even come through the roof, down the chimney. You want to mix it up.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. And we come to the end of the round. Start of round 4, I was trying to listen into what was told to him after the third round. Teddy, he trails on your scorecard 3 rounds to zip. He's throwing a lot of punches, but he needs some better advice.
Yeah, well, one of the things that he could be told, and I would tell him, is move after your last punch. Don't stand there and wait for the receipt. You're paying a price.
Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there are some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counter-punching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Not getting it done with that straight right hand. An accurate left by Carlos Monzon. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own.
It's okay, let's go.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there.
Hey, you got some of that too. Let's go. Keep that head moving.
He just missed that shot up top. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counterpunching.
Well, the old timers used to say, when you're calm in there, when you're in control in there, you can make him do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? Holt's trainer is telling him, hey, just stick with what you've been doing. Yeah, but what he was doing caused him to get rocked earlier.
Yeah, sometimes you have to make it an adjustment. Now, they don't feel it's time yet, but that time's coming. It's coming quick.
Let's see some more head movement.
Just not there. Straight right hand off the mark.
It's all right. Keep moving.
I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Parries that punch intended for the head. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Holt's got to be really careful there, Teddy. I mean, he's leaving himself wide open.
And what's going to happen next? See, you know, he's leaving himself open. He hasn't paid for anything yet, but that will be coming before you know it.
It's okay. Pay him back.
Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching.
Stay in one spot.
Holtz doing well here with that two-punch combination. Halfway into round number 5 here. Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand.
Good job.
Lands the left after setting it up with a jab. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Not able to land the headshot.
Circle, circle.
10 seconds remaining in this round. There he goes with the right hand again.
Keep doing what you're doing.
So we've reached the halfway point of this main event.
Let's see some defense.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. The left hand coming into play by Holtz. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Carlos Monzon.
In and out, in and
A little defense turns to offense by Holtz. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Blocks that punch.
Stay away from the run.
They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
Defense, more defense. Move your head.
He engages in the clinch.
You gotta protect yourself.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Targeting that head with the combination punching. Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th.
Gotta see those come.
And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round. This is a bloodbath. This is just swollen eyes and cuts. This is Gatti Ward 1. This is Castillo Corrales. This is great stuff.
Yeah, Carmen Basilio, Sugar Ray Robinson. Basilio had one eye closed.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Monzon's on the receiving end of a very good counterpunch.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. He missed with that headshot. At the halfway point of round 7.
That's it.
Well off the mark by Carlos Monzon. Wow, is he defensively sound.
Get after him. Move your head.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Protecting his head well with his guard. Carlos Monzon sitting back right now, Teddy, and looking for that counterpunch opportunity, isn't he?
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He's waiting. You know, he sees that his opponent is in his armory, so to speak. You know, he's in his castle. He's getting him to come out of his castle. He wants him to come out of his castle, so now he can attack.
1-2, 1-2.
And this round comes to an end. Let's look at Teddy's scorecard to open up round number 8 here. Carlos Monzon's down. That seems pretty obvious. Worse than that, though, I don't think he could stay in there. I don't think he's got what it takes to mount a comeback.
Unless he suddenly realizes what a fighter is supposed to be all about. That's what it is. What is a fighter? A guy that throws jabs? A guy that throws right hands? A guy that pivots when he throws a punch? No, it's a guy that overcomes. It's a guy that finds a way. He's got to find that way now.
He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. Teddy, when you've been in the corner in your career and you have a charge who is not making a lot of contact, what do you tell him?
The first thing I tell him, Joe, is shorten up your punches a little bit. The other thing I tell him is he's making you miss, so you know what? Feint him a little bit. Get a false move out of him. Get a premature move. And when he moves, then time him. Now you're going to catch him.
You got this one. Protect yourself. Let's go, hit him.
Now he's putting his punches together. The combination upstairs. Nice strike after catching one by Carlos Monzon. Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. This round is in the books, and it looks like the gas tank on this fighter may be heading towards empty here. What is this, a case of guys just not putting in the road work and the conditioning prior to a fight?
No, you got to figure he came in. His weight was good. Scales don't lie. We looked at the weight. He came in pretty good condition. I think what it is now he's starting to get broken down a little bit, physically and mentally. The other guy is starting to impose himself on him.
Now hugging on the inside. Monzon's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head.
Hey,
90 seconds to go here in this round. Able to dismiss that body shot. Couldn't hit the elusive target with that straight right.
Good job, buddy. Looking good. Move your head. Levante la cabeza. Back to the body.
And he just holds on there. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. You count down the final moments of this round. Holtz proving to be elusive. And that's the end of round 9. Carlos Monzon, well, he's back in the corner, which is critical in terms of trying to stop the bleeding on that cut. But it's also critical because they need to put forth a new defensive game plan.
Yeah, they have to make sure that they buy some time here and start moving their head, using their legs, tying up a little bit, doing anything to kill the clock and not get caught on that cut anymore.
Nowhere close, that punch by Holtz.
Hands up, man. Hands up.
And he's holding. Good block by Carlos Monzon. Carlos Monzon's able to avoid that punch. Carlos Monzon's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. Halfway through this 10th and final round. Good flush 1-2 jab and a straight hand by Holtz. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand.
You got this one.
Last 10 seconds of the fight.
Yeah, good work.
That was a dominating performance tonight.
Yeah, this is one you would think there's no drama in the reading of the scorecards.
Let's hear those scorecards and send it up to the ring. Holtz's performance tonight was exact. Good evening, everybody. Glad you've made the decision. Well, they're scheduled to spend a half an hour swapping leather. This a 10-rounder.
Ferocious is a smart fighter, and in doing so, the smart thing to do for him would be to utilize his jab. He's got a good one.
Yeah, and he's confident with it. See, it's one thing having a good one. You know how many people out there are good at certain things, but they don't have the confidence, they don't know it. He knows that he's good with it. That's the key.
Commits to the straight right. Halfway through round number 1. Very accurate two-punch combo by Ferocious.
You know, you look through the history of boxing, Teddy, and so many of the big knockout punchers, so many of the great all-time power punchers had the straight right hand as part of their weapon.
Yeah, and you had to be able to notice how long it was, where it started, where it ended, when you were at a safe distance, out of range, and when you weren't.
Ferocious's opponent is not seeing the damaged goods he was opposite of in the last round. This is a different fighter starting this round right here. Solid straight right hand. Wow! Early on here in the round, and he's already down, and he doesn't look good at all. So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
Nice work on the combination by Ferocious. Scored well up top. Flush right hand to the head.
Stay away from that power.
Raymond Bishop's hope is for him to be steady on his feet and just survive at this point. Remember, that last round, he was down and nearly out.
Well, his hope is that his corner...
Oh, he is stunned. He could go... Oh! Oh, and now the real test. Can he get up after going down a second time?
Tired. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's it. The fight is over. Ferocious's bombs away worked again. Knockout victory for him. Boxing writers are going to have a little get to... Here in the opening round, scheduled for 10. Raymond Bishop's well off the mark that time. That's a forceful two-punch combo by Raymond Bishop. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. How is this strategy of employing the jab time and time again going to pay off for him?
Well, it's going to be kind of like, you know, when you put your kids to sleep, you know? You get a little peace and quiet. He's going to be left alone. He's not going to be bothered. He's not going to have a headache if he uses his jab.
That's an impactful right hand by Raymond Bishop. Right to the belt line. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Raymond Bishop. Ferocious has done a good job there, offensively scoring with that left hand. And clicks of the talk. Joe and Teddy with you here in between rounds. A round in which, boy, he really just dominated his opponent. Teddy, he's got to think things could be coming to a sensational ending for him when he gets off the stool here.
Well, he's showing that to you right now. I'm looking at him right now, and he's starting to get up. There's a couple seconds left.
Ferocious is ruined with that punch right there. You see him holding on. And just like that, things turn around. A back-and-forth round. Both men have been rocked.
This is what boxing's about. This is what battle is about. This is what human spirit is all about.
Raymond Bishop's trying to find a way to survive. The way he's doing it right now, he's holding on. He's clinching his opponent.
And they work on it, just like you do in other sports. I mean, football, you work on the goal line defense. This is his goal line defense, making sure no touchdown is scored or no more punches coming.
Up top with the quick hook. Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. A very fan-friendly round, but a headache for the judges. How do you possibly score that round when each big shot there? He goes down, and there is still plenty of time remaining in this round.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So this is where instincts kick in. You got to start moving that head automatically right now. You don't want to stay in the middle.
He just missed that shot up top. Nice block by Ferocious. Piercing jab. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Oh, what a whiff by Raymond Bishop.
Don't let him get to you, kid. It's all right. Just keep moving.
There's that overhand right. And now he's targeting upstairs. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. Start of round number 4. Fairly close fight with one exception. Raymond Bishop scored the knockdown in this fight. He's up 2 rounds to 1.
And his opponent cannot really be influenced or panic right now at this stage of the fight because of that. He still has to stay within his fight.
Good right hand by Ferocious. Ferocious is basically doing exactly what we've always seen out of him, and that's after he's been knocked down and affected in this fight.
Yeah, you know, there comes a time you have to make adjustments. That time has come for him.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Lands flush with the 2-punch. Big shot comes crashing home. This is going to take some guts to get up from this. Once again, he goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I give him a lot of credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Not able to land the headshot. He clinches when he gets to the inside. You see he comes over the top with that right hand, a real solid shot. Ferocious is so dangerous with that accuracy, a 2-punch combination landing. He got hit, but he sends it right back. Ferocious, his opponent's probably looking at him right now. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. He is in a real bad spot right now. Maybe a punch or 2 and he could be on the deck. Oh, he is absolutely a big shot comes home for him. Can you believe that? What a huge punch. You couldn't have seen that one coming.
And those are the ones you usually don't prepare for. You prepare for the ones that are more sophisticated, the ones that are a little tighter in the gym. You don't have training for these.
And it's over. Look at this. Ferocious, his night has ended early here. Unable to go the distance, he couldn't rise up and beat the count. Raymond